Hey, welcome to part 3 of Z.A.T.O. I love the world and everything in it. This is going to be a direct continuation from the end of the previous video, so if you think that it's disjointed or anything, it is exactly following what just happened at the end of the previous one. I know it's a bit weird, but just wanted to give that heads up here. I recorded all of it in one session, so anyways, enjoy the video. That was a crazy section. I don't know what just happened. Man, the constant dark is making me depressed already. I hate this time of year. Is it that bad? It's not like there's no light at all. You call that light? It's dingy mist all afternoon. I feel like I got shoved into a smokestack. Can you go crazy from vitamin D deficiency? Probably. Do people die from that? Yes. I actually have vitamin D deficiency. I don't go outside enough. The sun is evil. I don't think so. And, personally, I find it rather nice. Everything looks so gentle. Bleh, it just gets me all moody. The guys who made fun of me for that, can you imagine? Ain't it normal to feel down when you're not getting any sun? I've heard it's pretty common, yes. You wilt like a sad little flower. Exactly. You're so right. I am a gentle rose freezing to death. I waste away, no photosynthesis, no water, no nothing. There. You'll get your sunlight soon. Not until the end of winter, I won't. Anyways, I wonder how we haven't run into you yesterday. I thought we'd see you by the library or something. Oh, I just went to the outskirts. It's really, serene out there. We're not even gonna talk about what happened to her, or like, what was going on at the body shop. Do we have a case of, like, unreliable narrator in this, game, potentially? We don't know what's going on with Asya. Serene, you say? Yes. It is a little dim right now, but it's very beautiful too. Oh. I never thought of going there this time of year. A bit too cold for walks, you know? Yeah, I understand. But hey, maybe I'm missing something. Like the season's charm and all. Huh? Maybe I'll tag along sometime. I could use a change of scenery. That would be great. Please do whenever. Yay! Then count me in. You know, our recent hangouts have been kinda sucky. Oh. Not with you, with my friends. Some of them have these stupid curfews now. Half of us had to be home by 7. 7? Can you believe that? Oh, wow. Why now? Parents are worried because of Ira being gone. I mean, I get it, but it's been 4 days. Yeah. No news on your end, I figure? Nothing. Marina's face darkens. She sighs. The adults organized a search party this weekend. Maybe you've heard? No. My dad was home. Mom, too. I see. Well, my brother went. And? She shakes her head. As expected. If the search party found anything, it would already be the talk of the town. It's comforting in a way. If they found Ira's body after so long... No, I'd rather not think about that. You know what I've been thinking? That she left the city? No. She has to be at someone's place. Ah. Of course, this possibility has also crossed my mind. But all the arguments in its favor sounded either too morbid or too far-fetched. Do you mean she was kidnapped? I don't know. She could be staying on her own accord. But where would that be? I can't think of anyone Ira would trust that much. Well, there's the two of us for starters. Huh? We're the last two people that saw her, right? Who's to say one of us ain't guilty? But we weren't even that close. And Ira, she's not in my apartment. How do I know if you're telling the truth? Marina, I don't like this joke. Sorry. I'm just speaking from the point of view of the investigation. Ask me the same thing, I'll stumble the same way. The only means to prove my innocence would be a house search. I kinda have a theory on what might be going on. You do? Yep. It's more of a hunch, but the more I think about it... Marina looks around. I don't like whispering about stuff like this at school, though. You know what? How about I call you later? Oh, like in the evening? Yeah. Can I have your number? Yes, of course. I pulled out a scrap of paper and scratched the digits into it with a dull pencil. Thanks. I have some plans before that, so I'll dial as soon as I'm back. Won't be too late with everyone getting dragged home at baby hours. Does 8 sound good? Sure. I'm going to the library anyway. Have fun out there. I'll sure as hell try. You have an, enriching experience. I will, thanks. Marina runs off. Man, now I have to wait until evening to find out. I wanted to wind down a little after school, but now I'll be all restless. Well, maybe not. I haven't visited the library in a long while. Maybe that's why I've been so stressed in the past months. It's always nice and quiet there. I'm sure it'll help me relax. I make my way back to class. Hey, Shubina. Hey. Did we, have no homework? Your notebook's empty. Oh, no, we did. I'm pretty sure. Well, where is it? Nowhere. I didn't do it. A surprised hum rolls through their whole group. That's okay, I'm also a little shocked. Oh, is someone getting rebellious? No. It just slipped my mind. Ah, classic. Right. Taking some time off for yourself is great and all, but you've got to come up with a better excuse. I'm serious, though. Huh? Really? Yes. Huh. Well, that's good. Would be pretty selfish of you to start ditching homework altogether. Huh? We all rely on you, you know? Yeah, you're the best. You're so smart. What could we do without you? Hear that? The people need you, Shumida. Okay. We'll forgive you this time, but don't get used to it. Anyways. Lakin? Huh? What? Pass the notes. The Russian ones? No, fucking Japanese. You're supposed to be smart, ain't ya? Okay, there. I really did forget. She had some sort of manic episode over the weekend. I don't know what happened to her. I'm extremely curious about what's going on. After yesterday's prank, my head was all over the place. What does she mean by prank, though? What kind of prank happened? Did they lock her inside the body shop? And then she had to bust a window to get out? School was the last thing on my mind. Although that does remind me. I turned toward the boys, who are now preoccupied with copying Lakin's homework. Bait him. He clicks his tongue. You see I'm busy? Yes. But shut up. He briefly glances at me. If you want something, ask me later. Okay. The bell rings right as Garen finishes his notes, so I don't get the chance to ask him, not until the lesson ends. At least the teacher doesn't check my homework. She's used to me always having it prepared. I feel like I've just abused someone's trust a little. I mean, you kinda did, but it's on her for not checking. Not your fault. After the lesson is done, I catch up to Garen in the hallway. What? I wanted to ask you about yesterday. Yesterday? His face twitches. He looks back at his friends. The hell are you talking about? I saw you on the street, so... What's this about? It's whatever. You go on ahead, guys. Alright. See ya. Garen turns toward me, and before I understand what's going on, I feel my side hitting the wall. Ow. What the fuck did you see? He dragged me, no, more like threw me behind the nearest corner. What the fuck did you see, Shabina? What do you want? I saw you walking from there, so I know you did that. The prank. What? The prank at the car repair. I just wanted to know how you managed to do that. And also how you knew... What? What prank? What are you on about? I know you did that. Don't pretend. I saw you walking, looking guilty. It's okay, I think that's a pretty funny prank. I mean, I don't. I'd rather you didn't prank me like that anymore, but I've never seen anything like it. How did you do that? Does she think that the text on the car repair shop changing constantly is a prank? And then the things that happen after that, she has no recollection of? It was like a magic trick. Magic? The hell? Shabina, are you high? The hell do you think I did? Changed the schedule. The one on the door of the car repair shop, I saw it. Why would I do that? Come on, Vadim. I know it's just one of your jokes. If you don't want me to, I won't tell anyone. It's just that it's pretty obvious. I just want to understand how you knew about that. Garen takes a step back, looking me up and down. Did you have a weird dream or something? No. Why can't you just answer me? He sighs, then runs a hand through his hair. I know you don't get out much, but stores change their working hours all the time. It's a frickin' normal. No, not like that. It's not about the hours. I want to know... How did you know that I'd be going there? How did you know? How did you know about Tasia? He stares at me as if he's so confused. As if he doesn't get it. I don't get it either. I mean, he's clearly doing something else on the side that we don't know about yet. But... is Asia losing her mind? But I know he does. He's just pretending not to for some reason. Ah. Garen's afraid he'll get in trouble for messing up the metal plate. Duh, of course. That has to be it. He really didn't think this one through, did he? Okay, I don't know what happened, but you're talking nonsense. He turns away. Thanks for wasting my time, I guess. He's leaving. He's going back to the hallway. No, he can't go. Wait. I grab onto his sleeve. He shakes me off. Damn it, get off me. I said I have no clue what you're babbling about. But Tasia's... I don't know any fucking Tasias. He walks off hastily as if I were contagious. Why? This doesn't make sense. Garen has never had any issue admitting to a prank. Didn't he take pride in pulling that off? Or pulling them off? So if he's managed to do something so elaborate, shouldn't he be bragging about it to the boys? Why is he so dead set on playing dumb? It sure seemed like he had something in mind when I mentioned seeing him from across the street. So it's not like I made anything up. Even if he's scared of being charged for defacing the timetable, he's going a bit overboard with the whole Oblivious Act, isn't he? I'm so confused myself here, man. No. Maybe I'm looking at this from the wrong angle. I'm being too cynical. I'm expecting too little of this kind, beautiful world. Garen might not be thinking about himself at all. I didn't even consider this possibility. But what if what he's feeling isn't fear? What if it's regret? It's never happened before. He's never been one to show remorse, and why should he? It's all just harmless games. But maybe he realized that yesterday was a little too much? So when he saw how scared I got, he chose not to tell anyone. He thought it would be easier to act like it never happened. Just like those boys did. Of course, he'd never apologize. There's nothing to apologize for. But not gloating about it? For Garen, it's as good as saying sorry. Garen, it must have taken much from you. Is that why you looked so nervous? You were already doubting yourself, regretting your actions as you fled this crime scene. I'm sorry. I didn't understand what you were feeling right away. I didn't get why you denied it all so fervently. But it's okay. I see it now. I didn't hear their conversation with Marina. That's a false statement. But if I pretend it's true, if I didn't do anything with that information, if I don't change the way I see either of them, then it becomes reality. It cannot be objectively disproven. Nothing happened at the car repair shop. If both me and Garen believe that, if both of us act like that is the truth, it will become just that. That's incredible. I never would have thought he'd do something like that. He wouldn't, probably. Maybe the mental gymnastics she's going through in some of this game are a bit more of a mental illness, or maybe she's got some PTSD related to Tasia somehow. We don't really know much about her. I didn't know he understood such things. I'm still not sure how he learned about Tasia saving me. Ah. So, did she get a prank on her where they locked her into the car repair shop and then Tasia got her out of there? By breaking the window, maybe? Or how he knew that I'd go there again. I'm sure he's heard about the incident, but I suppose stuff like that is not important anymore. You've offered me the option to undo what happened yesterday. It's very special coming from someone like you. And I appreciate the sentiment. Dude, she's crazy. Like, this is also gonna hide information from us because she's not gonna realize that Garen's doing something really shady on the side. Which is why he asked us what we saw. We're probably not gonna find out for a while, right? I won't refuse. Thank you for that, Vadim. Thank you so much. The town library. It feels like it's been ages since I last visited here. Objectively, it's very small. My mind involuntarily compares it to the Lenin Library in Moscow. I was so blown away by its sheer size during our 6th grade field trip. In contrast, this tiny reading hall borders on being claustrophobic. Its walls are the same shade of green as the school cafeteria or the corridor of a children's clinic. And yet, I still feel right at home. The book selection isn't huge, and I've read through pretty much everything I was interested in multiple times. but it's a quality over quantity kind of thing. We have some wonderful editions of the classics. I've heard most small-town libraries get low-quality prints, so I suppose that's where our closed-town privilege comes in. I wonder if the same applies to cinema. I'm too shy to watch movies all alone, so I don't know a lot about the local lineup. I should ask Marina about that. Yasyenka! Long time no see. Where have you been, sweetheart? Hello, Lilia Ivanovna. I'm sorry, I've been going out more. Ah, that's lovely. Don't apologize. I always said a young girl like you shouldn't spend all her days, cramped up in here. But I like being cramped up in here. I missed it. Lilia smiles. She's the librarian. It's not that we're particularly close, we just exchange some pleasantries whenever I come by. So I didn't expect her to be happy to see me again. I suppose she doesn't get too many visitors. I feel a pang of guilt deep in my chest. Actually, do you have, Angelique by Anne Golan? Oh dear, I'm afraid we don't. But you know, my daughter used to love those books a lot. I'll ask if I could lend you a few volumes. Oh, you don't have to. Please, it's no trouble at all. You're a sweet girl, I'm sure she won't mind. Thank you so much. Of course. Ah, gee. Now I feel even worse for not stopping by. Next time I'll bring Lilia a box of chocolates. What if she doesn't like chocolate? I browse the shelves. It's a bit of a shame I can't see what Angelique's all about. But I'm not really in the mood for something like that, if I'm being honest. I want to read something familiar. Something easy. Something like 100 Years Ahead by Kir Bulichev. Perfect. I sit at my usual spot. It's probably embarrassing to read children's books at my age. But I don't want anything heavy today. I don't want anything sad. I've read this one so many times before. If I were caught by why did I say that weird? If I were caught by Nazis and the only way to live was to recite a passage from this book, I'd probably survive. Why would the Nazis want that? Listen, it's a hypothetical situation. Oh right, there was this adaptation made last year. Everyone really liked it. I thought it was okay. I mean, it wasn't bad. I'm glad more people saw the story. But that's not how I imagined the stuff from the book at all. Ugh, and another annoying thing, now I just keep imagining the movie version as I read. Crap. I need to keep the way I've always pictured it in mind. I need to really focus. My concentration increases with each flip of the page. I need to keep the futuristic tech in mind. I need to keep the future world in mind. I need to keep the present world in mind. I need to keep the aliens in mind. Excuse me? I need to keep the myelophone in mind. I don't know what that is. I need to keep everyone's face in mind. I need to keep Werder's face in mind. I need to keep Kolya's face in mind. I need to keep Alice's face in mind. I need to keep Tasia's face in mind. Wait, what? I need to keep her face in mind. Keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. Yeah. This isn't helping me relax at all. I shut the book and slumped down on the table. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to read this. I wanted something I wouldn't need to think too hard about. Well, it's no biggie. The kids section has plenty of other stuff. I get up and go to grab something else. A fairy tale will do. Morozko. This is a really good edition. Something about it always fascinated me in a way I found hard to place. Perhaps it was the tone. The folk version had a more morbid ending compared to the published story. That's how often it is with fairy tales. But this retelling, something about it has always felt off to me, even when I read through it as a little kid. It felt like the text was covering up something I shouldn't see. Are you warm, my lass? I am, Morozko, Mashenka responded, shivering. Morozko leaned in lower, cracking and clicking. I really think children like being scared. Even when there's no reason to, they'll try their hardest to come up with one. You can stare at a beautiful book illustration and refuse to trust it. You can read a short and sweet cautionary tale and imagine something horrific. Are you warm, my lass? Are you warm, my beauty? I am, Morozko, Mashenka responded, teeth chattering from the cold. The frost grew stronger. The girl's cheeks burned bright red. She breathed white mist. Her fingers barely moved. Are we all thrill seekers as children? Maybe it's a simple survival instinct. Always prepare yourself for the worst. Always imagine a scary face staring from the dark. Always think twice about what hides behind a smile. Are you warm, my lass? Are you warm, my beauty? Are you warm, my dear? Oh, so warm, Morozko, the girl responded, her voice growing silent. The lighting in the library changed. No, that doesn't sound right. What a depressing life it would be like if we always had to scare ourselves into experiencing its best moments. At least I'm not like that anymore. I don't imagine scary things where there are none, because I know the world better than that. I know there is way more to love than there is to despise or fear. It's not some impulsive emotional choice, no. It's the only rational conclusion to everything. Then Morozko took pity on the girl. He wrapped Mashenka in a heavy fur coat, covered her in a blanket of snow, and warmed her up. The lighting changed again. Right. I'm flipping through one stunning picture to another. This is far more enjoyable than the original. The folk tale is predictable. It's so simple and crude, it's underwhelming. The good girl respects the rules of the ritual and lives. The bad girl breaks the rules and rides back to her mother as a frozen corpse. It's an interesting piece of folklore, but the idea of it... I'm not sure what a modern kid can glean from that. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird lesson, right? Maybe Garen was right. I am getting rebellious. Although, if we look at Morozko, the entity, as if he were the extension of the universe's will... Oh, I think I'm getting it. The real meaning. Of course. That's what it is. Morozko is the natural order. It's the will of the world. Yes, you may fear it. You can find yourself in a situation when any positive feeling toward it may seem impossible, but you must gather all your strength to love it still. And then, you will surely be rewarded. Like karma or something. This is like basically very close to like just religion at this point, right? Her religion is the universe, though. Yes, yes, yes. Ducky from Land Before Time. How have I never noticed it before? It's been beating me over the head all along. Now I see. In that sense, it's an incredible story. In that sense, every child across the world has got to read it. I look down at a page I've never seen before. It's Morozko and Mashenka, and every other character's face smiling wide and looking right at me. I did it. I got the message. The lesson you've been trying to get through to me all of these years? I finally understood it. This is my little celebration. This is my acknowledgement. Today I've realized something very good and important. I stare at the page, this never-before-seen page, and I am filled with gratitude. I know it's just for me and my eyes only. Nobody in the world but me has seen those smiles. What an incredible honor. I'm such a lucky girl. Goodbye, Lilia. Oh. Goodbye, Asya. Stay safe. Of course I'll be safe. Because I've got this amazing blessing, this acknowledgement on my side. I'll be okay, no matter what. I don't know if I believe that. Asya. Ring, ring, ring. Ring, ring, ring. Oh, we forgot our call with, what's her name? With Marina. Hello? Evening! I hear Marina's cheery voice on the other end of the phone. Good evening, Marina. You're late. Huh? What do you mean? It's basically 8. It's 1:15. Maybe I should have been the one to call. Sorry. I wasn't aware we were on a timer. Being a little late is fashionable, you know? No, it's not. I hate it. I hate when people are late. I hate being late to things. Like, be on time to something that you said that you're gonna do, or let somebody know ahead of time that you're not gonna be. Never mind. I'm not very fashionable. Maybe. Well, you can always change that. And be late? For starters. You can also make your hair all wild. Ever seen Nastia from my class? She has this crazy perm. I don't know how to do that. Also, I think my dad would kill me. You go to a salon for it. I kind of want to get one. Lev says I'd look stupid, but what does he know? That guy dresses like a total schlub. Isn't she worried he could hear her? Oh, right. How was your library trip? Well, it's a library trip. It was good. Come on, at least try to make it sound interesting. Well, I'm kidding, you don't have to. It was enlightening. Perhaps everything I believed until today was wrong. But the me you're speaking to right now is a much wiser and braver person than before. That trip was pivotal. It was monumental. Whoa. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. Never underestimate the quiet types, they say. How was your hangout? Neither pivotal nor monumental, I'm afraid. Sat at the cafe, looked at some magazines. Got the new Rovesnik. You read that one? Oh, no. I read, The Young Naturalist. And Coster. Fah! That does sound like you. What's that supposed to mean? Sorry. Didn't mean it in a bad way. But I mean, aren't you curious about something more, grown up? I read grown-up stuff all the time. Oh yeah? Like what? Books? Dad's newspapers? Mom's magazines? Ooh, so mature. Well, what mature stuff do you read, Marina? The good stuff. Rovesnik, Workshift, Robotnica? Fashion of the Socialist Republics? How's the last one mature? You know what, Aska? I gotta lend you some of those. You'll love them. Huh? I don't know, I'm not really into... No, I'm serious. You're gonna love Workshift. They had this crazy story about a drug dealer last month. You have to check it out. There was one about a foreign prostitute or something a couple of issues ago, too. I'll look for it. Those do sound really interesting. Alright. I'm not sure my dad will like me reading that, though. That's so. Well then, we can read together. Really? Yeah. I'll bring some this week. Okay. To be quite honest, I've been curious about those publications for a while. Last year I even bought myself an issue of Rovesnik. I read all of it in one sitting. But then Dad found out and, well, it wasn't worth it. I guess I could just buy the issues and read through them right away. Then, I could throw them away, but that sounds really wasteful. Oh, maybe I could donate them to the library. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. Although, if Marina will share her magazines with me, I might as well save my allowance. Right, so let's get back on topic. The reason I called you. Yes? There's a long pause on the other end of the phone, almost as if Marina was bracing herself. Remember our talk about Ira's condition? Of course. Of course. Well, here's the thing. I told you how Ira can get into those states when she isn't quite there. Usually she could snap out of those. It took some time, maybe a couple minutes, maybe even hours. But she got over it. And as time went on, it grew more and more difficult. The treatment helped. The pills acted as stabilizers. So it was like the pits in her mind became more shallow. They still formed, but they became easier to manage. Easier to climb from. And when Ira stopped taking them, it was like being dropped right in the middle of a canyon. Marina paused. The way she spoke sounded as if she had to force out every word, made worse by the muffled receiver. And that's just half the problem. There's more? When you stay in that state for too long, you begin to deteriorate. Huh? The human brain isn't made to handle that sort of stress. So as a result, our consciousness, our higher functions seem to decay. What? In other words, we gradually lose what makes us human. I don't know if it's irreversible, but from all I've heard, that's how it is. I feel a cold lump in my throat. Higher functions deteriorating? Losing what makes us human? Just what the hell kind of illness is that? When we saw Ira that day, it seemed like she'd been out of it for hours. So there's a high chance that if she didn't snap out of it sooner after, her consciousness began to fall apart. But here's the thing. She couldn't have run off in such a state. Finding a place to hide would also be extremely difficult. She wouldn't be capable of coming up with a covert hiding spot. So she was either kidnapped, taken in by somebody, or she died in the snow and we just haven't found the body. Those are kind of the three options that I'm thinking of at the moment. If escape seems like escaping the compound is just out of the question, then she's still in the compound for the city, right? At least not anything that multiple search parties would manage to overlook. So what do you think she did? She went home. You know how walking home can kind of feel like autopilot? It's not something you actively need to think about. So even if Ira became completely dazed, it's very possible she still found her way home. Although it must have taken her a while. I don't get it. She was declared missing that same evening. If she came back, why would they file the report? I think they really did believe she disappeared. I told you, it could have taken her a very long time. Hours, even. Ira's mind was in tangles. She likely had no clue how long it took. So, what you're saying is, Ira's parents filed a missing report when she didn't come home as usual. That was probably late at night. Yeah, the report was filed somewhere after 23. 11 p.m. Then, after they already called the police, Ira returned. Yep. So why wouldn't they call off the report? Well, that's the nasty part. Let's say Ira showed up a couple hours later. At 1 a.m., maybe 2 a.m., something like that. Consider the state she would be in by that point. Consider how Ira kept her condition secret. As she avoided both her home and public places. For all we know, it was her parents' first time seeing her like that. And if it was in that extreme a state, head hanging low, blabbering nonsense, legs unstable, well, at first they probably thought she was drunk or high. They screamed at her, they demanded to know what she was doing, where, with whom, but then they'd stop. They'd realize something was wrong. Maybe they'd feel it in their gut. Something about the way she slumped against the chair, or the way that she kept muttering nonsense, or the way that her eyes seemed both glazed over and alert at the same time. It had to be unsettling. No, more like really freaking scary. So, they might have panicked. Panicked? Well, maybe that's the wrong word. They tried to be rational. A panicked kind of rational. You remember our talk at the cafe? Yes. Their family has a reputation to uphold. Marina's on some, like, crazy conspiracy theory type stuff right now, I feel. Like, her thought process about everything is, like, so much more in-depth than I would expect. Whatever remains of their reputation, at least. Their daughter's already the problem child. Difficult, the unstable one of the bunch. What do you think people would say to Ira coming home looking like she shot up God knows what substance? Or better yet, returning way past midnight, mumbling like a lunatic. You're not saying that... I'm saying that it would be inconvenient. She's thinking her parents disposed of her in some regard. Which I don't believe at all for a second, but it's a very... it's an idea. It would exacerbate every problem the family already had. So in their minds, the best short-term solution would be to wait it out. Wait for Ira to come down from whatever drug she was on. They would announce that she returned only when she's presentable. Oh, okay. It was going a different direction than I thought. I thought it was going to be like, oh, she's inconvenient, we'll just get rid of her. It's inconvenient, we're just going to keep her from the public. But if she never came down, they probably thought she'd be okay by morning. But if not, well, then wouldn't they take Ira to the hospital? I doubt they would. They wouldn't want the public to see her in such a state. And Ira's mother is a nurse. She'd probably try to handle it by herself. But that's... Wouldn't they say that she was sick or something? Why keep the report? She still came home under suspicious circumstances. Perhaps they thought it would be better to come up with something first. They thought they'd let her recover and then declare she's back. But before they knew it, a couple days had already passed. This is just a little bit too conspiracy theory for what I think is going on. Like, this girl's been thinking about this for like 3 days and is like, aha, I've come up with the most convoluted possible way that this could have been going down. Usually, the simplest solution is the answer. I think that Ira died or something. If we can believe that Marina knows how she is in that state, she may have just wandered off and fell asleep in the snow and just never woke up, right? I don't know. That's still... This all sounds a little far-fetched, but also, I can't deny the possibility. I don't know Ira's parents personally, but even I'm aware of how dire their reputation is. Would they really go this far to protect it? Are people really capable of things like that? Crap. crap indeed. But if everything is as you said it is, and Iris still hasn't come down, that means, yes, her condition is only getting worse. We have to do something. I look around. The TV is still playing in the living room. For a couple of seconds, I stare at the door, holding my breath. Asya? You good there? Yes. Yes, sorry. It's okay. I just need to be quieter. Oh, I see. But yeah, I agree. I've tried calling their place before, but it's either no response or one of her parents. So that's useless. I also thought we could ask Tolik, but we gotta skip school for that. Why? He goes to kindergarten. The only time that we could talk to him alone would be when the kids are out to play. But that would overlap with our lessons. I can't really skip. That's fine. I can. Really? Sure. Lev will get a call, but it's no biggie. If you say so. Yeah, I'll go there. Still, there's no guarantee that asking him will work. So I'd like to go to Ira's place, see how things are with my own eyes. Ah, yeah, I think that would be smart. But I think it might work better if I'm not alone. You want me to tag along? If you don't mind. We can meet up after your classes end. You have how many lessons? 5. Okay, great. 12:30 at the gate then. You in? Of course I'm in. Awesome. Then I'll see you there. Yeah, see you. Oh, wait. Can I write your number down as well? Yeah, of course. I mark it down on the notepad I've been doodling in. Okay, got it. Now you can annoy my brother all you want. I'd never. I'm just joshing. Good night, Asya. Good night. Beep. Boop, boop, boop. Conspiracy theory type stuff, man. The handset gently clicks against the cradle. I'm home again. The clock is softly ticking from the hallway. The TV continues to mutter from the living room. I look down at the shapes I've scribbled absent-mindedly during our conversation. Cross-hatching got really dense in parts. I don't remember focusing that much. I don't think I was meaning to draw anything. I don't think I was, yet. When I look at the shape more closely, when I scan its dark, blurry outline, my eyes glide over its hunched back, then down the wave of hair, then deeper, closer towards where its face is meant to be. The shadows shrouding it are much too heavy. There's just one thing my mind can parse. 2 things. I smile as Ira's frightened eyes are locked with mine. I miss you. I really, really miss you. December 23rd. The sky hangs low. The teacher's droning on about some historical battle by the blackboard. I can't force myself to listen. The only thing that matters right now is what Marina and I have set out to do. As soon as the last bell rings, I rush out of the classroom, down the corridor, down the stairs, down another corridor, then to the cloakroom, then outside. A wave of cold hits my defenseless face, so I hastily tie the scarf that I've left hanging loosely from my neck. Asya! Marina's waving at me from the gate. I start running towards her, but... Bap! Ow! What? Die, German spy! Some kid manages to snipe me with a snowball. I wobble, feeling chunks of it falling and melting in my hair. Whoa. That was one heck of a shot. Whoa, nice throw. Okay, maybe don't praise it. I mean, who the hell do you think you are aiming at ladies like that? Ladies? What ladies? She's with the spy. Get her. Huh? A barrage of snowballs flies at Marina. Though unlike me, she successfully covers her head. What the hell? Gleb, Danya, I'll tell your moms. Ha ha ha. They don't like you anyways. Grr. Asya, let's go. Grab my hand. Yes, let's. We have to flee the scene. We run across the yard, our poor sides catching the brunt of the artillery fire. Jeez, where did they learn to throw like that? Honestly, it's pretty amazing. They must be great at Lapta. The fuck is Lapta? Do children play Lapta anymore? God, the hell's that about? Stupid kids. When I get their asses... Marina huffs, slapping snow off her battered coat. I do the same until a rather unpleasant laugh sounds nearby. Nice running, ya hens. Huh? Garen walks through the schoolyard to us, completely unfazed. Marina grips her teeth. Vatic. Hey, you there. Why aren't you firing at him, huh? Oh yeah, why aren't you guys? Say it loud and clear. 'Cause you're our boss. Aye aye. Heard that? What? Are you like their nanny? Their boss. Clean your ears. A boss? What does that mean? We have a contract going is what I mean. A mutually beneficial agreement. Capitalist pig. Asya, let's report him. Contract? It's simple. I let them see some of my hottie's card deck. That's not good. In exchange, they give you two a little workout every time you cross the yard. Great show, by the way. What? What kind of card deck? Wouldn't you like to know? It's like normal playing cards, but with sexy chicks printed on them. There's naked ones, too. Whoa. Eh? Huh. Where did you even get that? Found it in my brother's room. He had it stashed in the back of a drawer. How classy. Show. Eh? She wants to see it too. Bad chance. Do I look like I'm giving out freebies? Psh. Bet that stuff's all crusty anyways. Ew. No, Asya, don't ask. Crusty? Nah. They're in pristine condition. Meant only for the initiated, which you're not. Wow, you've got a secret society over here. What's the name, Porn Poker League? That's catchy, I'll give you that. I don't think we should be talking about this. Right on, Shubina. It's unbecoming for a woman of Komsomal to use such expressions. Is it becoming for a man of Komsomal to carry stuff like that? Look who's speaking. And anyways, you made a dumbass deal like that just to have us bombarded with snowballs? Pretty much. Are you 5? Why? It's payback for having me run through your stupid errands. I think it's pretty fair, no? Errands? Ah, right. Forgot to tell you yesterday. I called him after we talked. Eh? He's coming with us to Ira's apartment. Oh. What? Yeah. My airs dart from Garen to Marina, hoping it's all a joke. Yeah, why does she invite him? Why? I knew we weren't exactly going to have fun, but I'd rather not talk to him longer than I have to. But why? I have a hunch that simply asking them to come inside won't work. That's when we'll have a use for Z.A.T.O's brainless brawn. Brainless? Me? Aren't your own grades in the shitter? Huh? They're not, but thanks for your concern. And even if they were, since when are grades a mark of intellect? That's such an outdated idea. You know, Albert Einstein got really crappy grades, and he's like the father of modern physics. I'll tell you more, the whole idea of graded academic performance reeks of classism. It goes against everything the Great Revolution stood for. If it were up to me, this whole rotten system would be abolished. Marina, are your grades really okay? Let's go to Ira's place. So, you know everything? Depends on what you mean by that. More or less, yes. He knows my theory. I know it's dumb. Didn't ask for an opinion. We'll just go and see if it has any ground. Wait, so you told Vadim about Ira's... what? Her illness? Don't worry. He won't tell anyone. How are you so sure? I won't. Huh? We have a promise. I'm not snitching. It's because his brother has the same illness or something, right? Like it's something related to him. He probably has a similar issue going on. He owes me big time. That's kind of the reason he is here at all. Don't try and treat me like your lapdog now. I'm not doing shit for you after today. Yeah, whatever. I look at Garen. Him knowing things about Ira. Those really compromising, shameful things. It just doesn't sit right with me. I can't imagine the Garen I know keeping something so juicy to himself. Oh, then again, I couldn't have imagined Garen feeling self-conscious about a prank that might have gone too far. That prank, I don't understand that part. We really need to circle back to that, Asya. Like, what happened? Right. It's not that Garen is incapable of being honorable. It's that I am entirely too prejudiced. No! He is an asshole most of the time, though. And anyways, I always knew that chick was a psycho. She's a different type of crazy now, big deal. If that's how you want to spin it. Oh. By the way, what's with the kid? The kid? Her brother? You said you're gonna ask him if she's home. Oh, right. How did it go? Ah, that. About as well as you'd imagine. Bah. Figures. I mean, I saw Tolik when everyone came outside. Called him to the fence, trying to ask him about his sister in like a gentle manner. You know, not too directly. But he got all clammed up and ran away. Well, duh, what did you expect? This sounds nutty as shit. Huh? It's not nutty. Oh yeah? Sneaking into a kindergarten to ask a preschooler if his parents are holding his big sister hostage is now normal? In what world? You gotta admit, he's kind of right. Hey, you make it sound so much worse than it is. I didn't say it like that at all. Who cares how you said it? It's the same thing. It's not. It is. It's obviously not. Totally is. It's not, it's not, it's not. It is, it is, it is, it is, it is, it is. It's not, it's not, it's not, it's not, it's not, it's not. Please stop. It is. Right, what the hell? You're acting like a freaking toddler. I'm acting like a toddler? What about you? I'm not the one who started it. Hey, maybe you should have stayed back at the kindergarten. Would be more your speed. Grrr. Asias, shove some snow into his collar. Oh yeah? You want to try that, Shabina? I wasn't going to. Why not? Because she has a speck of common sense, unlike some people. Why do I have to do everything around here myself? Marina leans down to grab a chunk of snow, then turns to Garen with a determined expression. Hey, cut it out. He starts to back off, also scooping up a handful of snow. What's that? You scared? Scared? No. But I ain't going down without a fight. Oh, you want to fight? I'll give you a fight, alright. Guys. Take that. Ugh, nice try. Oi, get back here. Marina and Garen get into an awkward game of tag, trying to stuff snow into each other's jackets. I try to call out to them again and again, but it's like I'm not even here. But this is already a mess. I guess that's why they used to be friends, huh? They still kind of get along. Despite that little scuffle, we reach our destination pretty quickly. Turns out Ira's apartment block isn't far from mine. That's wonderful. It's almost like we're neighbors. Okay. I'll see you. What the hell? I wonder... Marina? Yeah? Her voice is slightly shaky as she wipes off the remaining snow from her wet collar. Have you ever been to Ira's apartment? What's it like? Ah. Nope, never been there. Aw. I told you we weren't that close. She's been at mine a couple times, though. It's so unfair, right? It sure is. Maybe you'll see it when she's back. Maybe. If she's not already home, she wants to add. I see it in Marina's eyes. She's got her mind set on finding out the truth today. She'll peek into that flat no matter what. How do you know if anyone's home? We turn to Garen, who's finishing his cigarettes a couple meters away. He still has some snow chunks stuck to his hood. I'm glad you asked. I had plenty of time to spare before going to kindergarten. So I stopped by the hospital and asked them about Nurse Grachevskaya. Ah, so she works night shifts? Better. She hasn't come into work since Ira disappeared. Hear that? Looks like my theory isn't so stupid anymore, huh? It's still stupid. Marina sticks out her tongue. Why do you keep calling it that, Vadim? I don't think it's that dumb. You serious? She came up with a batshit conclusion, then twisted everything else to match. I mean, she kinda did. It is a crazy type of solution, right? That the parents just have her there the entire time. The hell? That's not true. Yeah, I felt a similar way. Asya. Sorry, Marina. But it does sound a little bit like that. Still, I wouldn't call it, batshit. Even if it is a little out there. Out there, huh? You know, if there isn't even a 1% chance she's in there, I have to try. I don't care how dumb it sounds. I agree. You never know until you check. Shabina, you can say that about freaking anything. You can. But incredible things happen all the time. So I don't believe we should be calling bold ideas stupid or crazy or anything like that. Bold ideas, please. Aliens crash landing in Tunguska is a bold idea. This is some cheap twist she got from a detective novel. I think both of those are rather bold. Though I believe it was a remote energy transfer in Tunguska. Heard that one. Seems far-fetched. I read some eyewitness reports and nothing there suggests electricity. Well... Electrical explosions and fires of that magnitude won't look too different to an outside observer, I think. And it doesn't have to be electricity, right? There are other forms of energy out there. Nikola Tesla could have given something else a try. Please, Tesla is the electricity guy. You'd think he'd randomly start playing with, I don't know, plasma? Yes. Actually, I was thinking of something like lasers. Guys, what the heck are you on about? Ah, right. That's not what we should be concerned with right now. It's been proven to be a meteor! The thing exploded in the lower atmosphere and that was that. They even ran like simulations of that stuff. Everything lined up perfectly. Jeez, am I supposed to be the crazy one here? Ah, well, that's a load of crap. Think everything's that simple? Occam's razor, my friend, Occam's razor. And all the evidence points to a meteor anyway. You've got no case. I mean, these two... Marina being the voice of reason here is kind of weird, right? Well, there are some inconsistencies. Such as... like... This had to be either a meteor or a comet, right? I think the comet theory is the most popular. But, comets have a relatively smooth curve to their trajectories. If this was really a comet, it would have burned up in the atmosphere at a much higher altitude. Well, it could still be an asteroid. The name's literally the Tunguska meteor. Then where's the debris, genius? Where's the crater? I said that it exploded in the air. There wouldn't be a crater. Then there would still be chunks of it scattered around. They scattered the whole area and nada. The chunks. The debris could have disintegrated from the heat. The blast was huge, right? The people in the villages nearby felt this intense heat wave. It could totally melt the thing. Melting? Ha! I knew you sucked at physics, but that bad? Oh yeah, because your alien spaceship version is so realistic? Actually, there's also the extinct comet theory. Our conversation continued like that for the next couple of minutes. They really are dragging out the time we get to this apartment, aren't they? It's because we're hanging out with Garen, which doesn't usually happen. Wow. I'd never have guessed I could discuss a topic like that with my schoolmates. Especially Garen. Even though everyone's opinion is so different that the exchange borders on being a full-blown argument. I think I'm having fun. It's strange. It wouldn't be much of a dialogue if everyone sat nodding their heads in agreement, I suppose. That much is obvious even to me. I just forgot how things like this are meant to feel. When was the last time that I've done this? Have I ever done this? Maybe I never have. Maybe I was never supposed to. Now I'm not sure myself. If I were never meant to find myself in a situation like this, then the only way this could have been made possible is through a blessing. That's the only sensible answer. The only reason why I can enjoy things like this despite my inadequacy. Of course. Wow, what a roundabout thought process here. Naturally, it's a gift. I cannot waste it. Perhaps that tiny part of my humanity that knows how conversations go can be restored. Is that why something so improbable has been allowed to happen? Maybe I'm being too hopeful. In any case, it's yet another thing I could be wholeheartedly grateful for. Alright, enough space talk. Let's do what we came here for, shall we? Yeah, let's. That you'd never ask. Marina gives us a reassuring smile and we all head to the entrance. It's the same as all the other residential buildings in Vorkuta 5. A long 5-story block with evenly spaced out canopies at its base, each hiding a metal door with a code lock and a bulletin board on the side. If someone took a photo of it and then told me it was my house in the picture, I'd believe them without a second thought. Nevertheless, stepping closer to it, looking at it, knowing that this is the roof under which Ira grew up, slept and dined, it almost fills me with a sense of reverence. That's just weird. You know the code? Yeah. My classmate lives in the same building. And what if we run into her? Calm down, we won't. Marina types in the code, the lock clicks. We're in. It's slightly dark and warm. Now, past familiar-looking mailboxes, up a familiar-looking staircase, one familiar-looking floor after another, we made our way to Ira's apartment. Oh. It's on the same floor and in the same spot as mine. That's so cute. Ooh. Marina takes a deep breath. Okay. I'll do the talking. Your guys' job is to stand next to me and look polite. Understood? Yes, sir. I nod. Satisfied with the responses, our negotiator fixes her hair and rings the doorbell. A couple seconds pass in silence. Marina is about to reach for the button a second time, but that's when we hear steps approaching from inside the flat. Then pause. We stand still. I can almost feel it on my skin, the person's gaze from the other side of the door scanning us through the peephole. Finally, there's a snap, and the door opens in a narrow light strip. A woman's face peers out, looking disheveled. Her tangled hair is the same shade as Ira's. Yes? Good afternoon. We're Ira's friends from class. We nod politely. Friends? Yes. Yes, we've been really worried about her. I can't imagine what it's been like for you. I didn't know she had friends at school. Why wouldn't she? Ira's the coolest girl I know. Right, guys? Yeah. Yes. The coolest. And very kind. Agree. We went to the cafe like all the time. How come she never told you? In any case, I apologize if it's any inconvenience, but I promise it won't take you long. Last Monday, I sent Ira one of my brother's books. If it's not too much trouble, I would like to have it back. He needs it for work. Sure. What's the name? On the Stability of Closed Systems. It's a paperback. On the Stability of... She reads things like that? I was surprised too. It seems like she's been interested in structural dynamics for some time. Wish I had her passion. I'm just too dumb for stuff like that. Best I can do is share some studies. I see. Something softens in the woman's eyes. Okay, I'll go look. Oh, that's alright, we can... Oh. Yeah, I figured this was gonna go that way. The door slams shut and we hear the sounds of a turning lock. Then the steps retreat into the apartment. Great job. Shut up. Marina hisses quietly. Don't move yet. It's going as planned. Is it? To me, it looked like we just got the door shut in our face. She said she's gonna look. Just wait. When she comes back here empty-handed, we'll offer to search for it ourselves. She closed the lock just to look inside for a couple minutes. Think she'll let us in all willy-nilly? If my theory's right, she won't. That's when we'll have to force our way through. I'm counting on you, Z.A.T.O. Are you serious? What's that? Can't push past a fragile little lady? Of course not. It's just... Hush. She's here. This is gonna be so awkward, dude. They're just gonna get in trouble, right? The door opens again. The woman peeks out. There you go. Huh? Wait, she actually had the book? What the fuck? Excuse me? A hand emerges from the slit holding a small, soft-cover volume. Your book. Marina's gaze slowly moves between the tome and the woman's face. She reaches out and carefully accepts it. Thank you. Thank you for being friends with her. Slam. The door shuts. Well, that didn't go well. Marina flips through the pages absent-mindedly. So, did you actually lend Ira that book? No. I don't think so, no. You don't think so? She shakes her head. She gives me the tome and starts digging through her bag for what must be the 4th time already. Damn it. Where is it? What the hell? I look down at the Stability of Closed Systems in my hand. Just like Marina said, it's a small paperback, and a worn-out one at that. The year of issue says 1966. I open the book on a random page. This is so confusing. Okay, that's a lot of text. If we are to arrange the components in order of cognition, the list will go as follows, starting from highest. Moral belief, prejudice, subjectivity, objectivity, the desire to create, the desire to change, the desire for happiness, The desire for status, ambition, confidence, self-esteem, self-image, the desire for kinship, the desire for family, the desire for intimacy, the desire for a healthy body, the desire for stable income, the desire for plentiful resources, the desire for shelter, food, water, sleep, sex, procreation, excretion, breathing, homeostasis, and soul. The exact sequence remains a subject of debate. That being said, the soul is ubiquitously accepted as the root for all cognitive function at the time of writing. Each subsequent component following the root is the result of varying degrees of deviation from the base code, which... Are you digging for gold in there? I took our copy with me to show her mom in case we ended up searching the room, but it's... She goes silent, her movements slowing to a halt. What? Wait, if she brought the book with her, how the fuck did it get in the room? Marina? It's not here. She stares into her empty bag with an expression I've never seen before. Then she lifts her head and takes the book from my hands. The way Marina looks at it, it's as if she's trying to compare the item in front of her eyes to the memory of the one she held this morning. Could be a different copy. She softly shakes her head. I don't know. Maybe you did lend it to her. Marina doesn't respond. I look at Garen, but find myself unsure of what to make of his expression either. He wouldn't miss an opportunity to make a joke about this, right? Marina looks so lost, it would be a very cruel... No. It would be a very Garen thing to do. And this serious face... Seeing him with a face like that is oddly disconcerting. So it worked. Huh? Marina quickly slips the book into her messenger and turns to us, wearing her usual chipper grin. Guess old habits die hard. I'm the same old airhead. Eh? You caught me, Asya. Looks like I got some things mixed up with all the weird crap going on. Well, that's okay. It happens to me too sometimes. Right? Took you this long that you've got mush for brains? I guess the people around you were too nice to point it out. Aw. Well, thank God you're here to tell me how it is, Vatic. Anyways... That sure was something, huh? Yeah. A whole load of nothing's what there was. We didn't learn shit. Wrong. Did you see how her mom was acting? If you ask me, it's a little suspicious. You think so? Don't you? She was dead set on not letting us see a sliver of the flat. Why do you think that is? I think it's because her mom is grieving. I understand what you're implying, but she might just be a private person. Ugh, ain't it obvious? She's sick of random people asking about her daughter. You two aren't wrong. I'm sure both of those are big contributing factors. But even then, I don't know about you, but to me, something about her behavior seemed a little too paranoid. I doubt privacy is all there is to it. I suppose. I can see what you mean. What I'm saying is, even if it doesn't confirm my theory, it certainly doesn't disprove it. Uh-huh, sure. Cool. Can I go home now? Stop right there. Who said you're off duty? Man, what else is there to do? Contact Ira directly, duh. That's what you're here for. Huh? I thought my job was to push past her mom or something. Nah. I didn't expect a direct approach to go smoothly. We just had to get that part out of the way. Now, comrades, this is where the real action begins. The real action? Yup. Follow me. I can hear Garen's sigh behind me. Marina leads us right behind the building, stopping on the side that looks out to the neighboring apartment block. And what are we supposed to do here? She walks to the small playground wedged between the buildings, leans down and starts clearing the snow out with her hands. Marina? This woman. Oi. You're gonna stand there and do nothing? Come on, help me out. With what? Jeez, you guys. Use your heads. We're throwing rocks at Ira's window. Oh no. I figured that was what she was gonna try. You? Garen shakes his head in disbelief. Well, it's a pretty normal suggestion, all things considered. It's what I'd like to say, but then I look up to the 5th floor, where Ira's room is supposed to be. They have to throw really far, huh? But isn't it a little too high? Asya, that's what we call a defeatist attitude. If it were the Great Patriotic War, I'd have to shoot you on the spot. What? It is really high, though. Think you can throw that far? No harm in trying. And I'm kind of betting on you to make the shot. Or, will that be too hard for you? Of course not. I was thinking about your noodle arms, not mine. Marina lets out a smug little laugh. Meanwhile, Garen cautiously looks over the building. So which window was that again? Should be the one over there. See with the teddy bear? Ah. I frantically scan the apartment complex. A teddy? A teddy. Oh, found it. Right there, right where the window to my room would be. Ahaha, there it is. Ira's window. That's the window that she was looking out of every day. The window that she chose to put a plushie on. She did that so that when she looked out of the window, she'd always see her teddy bear. Maybe sometimes she'd hold it in her hands and squeeze it. Does the bear have a name? It has to. I wonder if it's something classic, like Misha or Winnie. Winnie the Pooh. What is Misha? I suppose Ira could be the type of girl to call a toy the first thing that happened to pop into her head. It does sound like her, but something tells me she didn't do that. I really think she spent time picking a name that would be the perfect fit. Perhaps the name she went with in the end turned out to be a little unconventional. But it must have felt so right she couldn't imagine choosing anything else. I could totally picture it. God, that's so cute. So freaking cute. It's too adorable. Ira, you're too adorable. Asia's such a weirdo, man. How do you know it's that one? You said you've never visited. I mean, I've called her outside a couple times. I see. Then Garen walks back, trying to calculate the best possible angle. His face doesn't look all too confident. Marina, having dug up some pebbles from the ground, runs up to him and drops a few into his hand. Looks like I'm next in line. I don't think I'll be any good at this. Nonsense. What did I say about defeatism? 3 small rocks land into my mitten. They're wet and dirty, and the dirt gets tangled in the wool. There's something charming about that. I look up to see Garen tossing and catching a pebble in his hand. He's eyeing Ira's window with the intensity of a boxer gauging his opponent from across the ring. Speaking of boxing, seeing Jake Paul get knocked out in the ring, hilarious by the way. And he got his jaw fractured in 2 places. Well, what you waiting for? Piss off, I need to aim. Right. You're not solving a frickin' math equation. Just go for it. That's how the pros do it. Oh yeah? Gonna lead by example? With pleasure. Marina gives both of us a challenging look, then turns to face the block. She takes a couple of steps back, gripping a pebble in her hand. Then she exhales and... pap. It lands in the snow. Heck. That's not even close. Shut up. It didn't even reach the wall. Hey, listen, it's the spirit that matters. You think the pros get to national level without a couple of fumbles? No. It's a rocky road. Victory starts with a mindset, a goal-oriented mindset. That's true. Oh yeah, sure, you're gonna go far. With a throw like that, maybe one day you'll make it to the Paralympics. Ooh, what a burn. Big talk from the guy who's yet to make one shot. Why are you still standing there anyways, huh? Scared yours won't even fly that far? You suck at bluffing. With a big, almost theatrical swing, Garen shoots his pebble across the yard. It draws a rather scenic arc and bounces off the wall just below the second floor. That's it? Better than your sad excuse for a throw. It's nostalgic. Years pass and you still pitch like a toddler. Zip it, Kaplan, or you're catching the next rock. Oh no, we're on a surname basis now. He's serious. You bet your ass I am. Listen here. First one to hit the target wins. Loser buys soda. Huh. Sure, you're on. Asya, your turn. But... do I have to? It's pretty far. Come on, it's just for fun. Can't do much worse than me. Well, if all three of us are playing, how do we choose the loser? If the winner is the one who ends the game, we can't have two losers, right? Whoever hits the lowest, whatever. Just shoot already. I'm really no good at this. I'm always the last one in PE. I look up to the 5th floor. Man, hanging out with Marina is really gonna run my wallet dry. Bye-bye, allowance. No. No, she was right. That's a defeatist attitude. I can't let it bring me down. I've heard stories of people lifting cars in times of crisis. When it's do or die, us humans could pull off athletic feats that should be impossible. So can I. I just need to channel that. I need to get in the zone. Auto zone. Let my inner warrior out. My inner warrior. Yeah, that's right. I come from a long lineage of humans. The blood of prehistoric hunters flows in me. The ones that hunted mammoths, ones that chased their prey for days on end. Ah, I think I'm feeling it. I feel it. I can feel the adrenaline pumping. Someone's looking determined. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Show us how it's done. I take my swing. I'm sorry, Marina. I may not reach the 5th floor, but I'm not gonna come last. Not this time. This time I'll... Flashbang. Ploink. Did she not even throw it like a few feet? Ah. The pebble bounced off the asphalt not even 2 feet away from me. 2 meters. I stand frozen in place. My ancestry. Well, everyone's off to a great start, it seems. This is just sad. Can I just drop out? Please. Marina takes in my pitiful look and sighs. Yeah, maybe sit this one out. Winning against you will feel kinda cheap. Alright, no fun in that. Out of the way then. Kaplan, ready your wallet? With my Olympic self-esteem in shambles, I scoot to the side. It's okay. Some people are not made for this. It's okay. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. One after another, Garen fires off the rest of his ammo. Plink, plink, clink. Ooh. Each hits a little higher than the one before, and the last one strikes the 3rd floor window pane. Shit. Ah. We all freeze up. Crap. If somebody peeks out and scolds us, we'll draw the eyes of the whole neighborhood. Not that we're being all that inconspicuous to start with, but... Seconds pass, nobody shows up. We let out a collective exhale. Phew. Z.A.T.O, would it really kill you to be a smidge more careful? You told me to just go for it. Did I say that? You did. Well... You know, thoughtlessly following orders won't get you anywhere. Some critical thinking goes a long way. So do we listen to you, or...? Shabina, pass the rocks. Marina, start running. Wow, scary, scary. Also, it's my turn. She pushes Garen away with her shoulder. I shouldn't be expecting much, considering her first shot. But even though the angle was all wrong, it was quite forceful. If she aimed it just a little better. Marina's pebble shoots up fast and high. Bam. Whoa. It slams dangerously close to the 4th-story window, just above Garen's strongest throw. What? For a moment, Marina looks surprised at how high she actually managed to hit. Then an arrogant smirk spreads across her face. Yeah, Z.A.T.O, I wonder why I called you here at all. But thanks for the help, I guess. You're free to go. Hey. Sorry to have dragged you out here. Oh, it's all on me. Sorry for that. It looks like we can handle this by ourselves after all. See you around. What the hell do you mean, see you around? I'm just getting started over here. Smack. A rock collides with the wall just above the spot Marina's pebble hit. Wow. See that? I'm only revving up. Hey, guys. I point to the ground where I've etched some lines into the snow. Here. Scoreboard. Ooh. Nice, nice. Way to make yourself useful. Hey, can you draw mine a little higher? Oi. No playing favorites. Yeah, sorry. No cheating, Marina. Jeez, whose side are you on? I like fair games. And I believe in you. Bleh. Oh my god, this art, though. Bam, 3rd floor. Bam, 3rd and a half. Bam, 2nd and a half. Plop, ground. Bam, 3rd and a half. Bam, 1st floor. Bam, 2nd floor. 3rd and a half. Bam, 2nd and a half. 3rd, 2nd. I love the art. The two keep pelting the poor building while I keep drawing notches on the scoreboard. Sometimes I run out to collect the rocks after they fall into the bottom. If you think about it, isn't this game sort of like a reverse meteor shower? Rocks flying up into the heavens, never quite reaching their destination. If we captured them with a long exposure camera, they'd leave similar traces in the sky. A sea of dark parabolas. Most are uneven, interrupted halfway through, broken. Ugh. Ouch. I get distracted and a pebble hits my head. Asya? I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Ow. Yes, don't worry. Please keep going. Jeez, Shabina, watch where you stand. Sorry. Whoosh, whoosh. Looking at it now. Yeah, Marina's aim isn't the best. Really, it's kind of a coin toss between her sending the rock really up high or straight into the snow. Still, she puts a lot of force into those throws. Garen can see that. In spite of her flawed technique, Marina truly is a worthy opponent. 3rd and a half, 4th, 3rd and a half, 3rd and a half, 4th, ground, 4th and a half, 4th, 3rd and a half, 4th and a half. Ah. Guys, you're almost there. Yeah. Watch this, kid. I'm gonna knock Ira's window right out. Please don't. Who are you calling kid? Make way. Bam. Damn it. Whoa. You almost got it. Seriously. Next one's gonna be it. Count your prayers, Kaplan. And your cash. I take cream soda, by the way. I don't like cream soda. Not a fan. Cream soda? Really? That's pretty cute. How is it? Whatever. Cute. Actually. It's not very fair to you, is it, Asya? Huh? What do you mean? Vatic, we can't leave the squire out. Squire? The loser buys 2 drinks. One for the winner, one for Asya. If you're so eager to spend more money, be my guest. Oh. Well, I like Duchess. Heard that? Sure did. And for your information, I'll be having Tarhoon. Of course you will. I'm so lucky. No matter who wins, I'm getting a free soda. Being a wimp has finally paid off. Alright. My shot. Get going, Vatic. The store's right around the corner. Just throw already. Marina gets into position. I haven't missed one in a while. I got a good feeling about this. She swings her arm back. Wait. What did she just say? Haven't missed one in a while. Marina's aim is all dumb luck. Much like in gambling, it's best to quit while you're still riding high. Otherwise... Marina, careful! Oh, no. Oops. The rock flew fast and high. It went straight into and right through the 4th floor window. Bullseye. What the fuck? Everyone run! Ah! Marina grabs my hand, and before I can fully process the situation, all of us bolt to hide behind the nearest corner. The man's furious voice echoes behind the buildings. You shitty brats! Your parents will pay for this, you hear? Kaplan? Don't think I didn't see you? Oh no, she's been recognized. Shit. You idiot. Garen leans against the wall, unable to catch his breath. Shut up, you. This guy recognized me. Hey, maybe he'll make you famous. Frickin' marksman of the century. She punches his shoulder, but lets out a giggle nonetheless. Well, hey, at least I hit a target. One you weren't aiming for? Details, details. I crouched down and let out a sigh. Wow. What a doozy. At least that man didn't seem to know who I was. My dad would kill me if someone complained. Poor Marina. I hope that Lev won't be too mad. Her parents, too. Her parents. I don't think she ever mentioned them to me. Do they work in a different city? Then why does their daughter live in Vorkuta 5? Maybe I should ask her sometime. I look up at Marina, who's still exchanging verbal jabs with Garen. I'm not sure if I should interrupt, but... So, what do we do now? Their smiles falter. Maybe I shouldn't have said that after all. Good question. We're all done here, right? Aren't you eager to go home? Sorry to disappoint you, but I still have my Plan C. Plan C? This whole throwing rocks at a window strategy isn't exactly foolproof. Even if we reach the floor, people don't usually respond after just one rock, right? True. So we need to hit that high at least a couple times. That would be difficult. And even if Ira is there to hear us, who's to say she would respond? If she's really kept in there by force, you'd think she'd be screaming out into the street the first chance she gets. So why the hell did we do all that in the first place? There's still a chance we'd get some sort of reaction. Even if it's just 1 in a million, it's worth to go in my book. Your whole dumb theory hinges on that percentage. Yep. I mean, it's not so bad. If we believe Ira is at somebody's house here, then, it would be more like 1 to 6,000, right? Exactly. See? No, even less. Most of the apartments here have house two or more. So it's at least 1 to 3,000. Oh my god, Shabina, who cares? Good thing you barely talk in class. Right. For a minute I forgot who Garen was. Not that I expected to hear anything nice from him, but... Hey, don't talk to her like that. Lay off me. Anyways, why do you need me still? Need to break more windows for no reason? No. We need to get up here. Marina points up towards the top of the apartment block we hid behind. We're going to the roof? Oh no, this is not gonna end well. Huh? The roof? Yeah. Do you still know how to climb up there? Good grief. Why? You want to flash a Morse code into her apartment? Oh, that's not a bad idea, actually. It's a really dumb idea. That probably won't work. Come on, people, there's no harm in trying. Any of you got a flashlight? I don't. Like, on hand? No. Seriously? Don't all boys carry stuff like that? What boys have you been talking to? Right, my bad. You're the type that carries, porny card decks. Damn straight. What's with the proud face? But whatever, I wasn't planning on that anyway. Really, I just want to peek inside. Like, into Ira's window? Yeah. Not the most ethical option, but we're kind of short on those. Sure. Oh, just like that? No snark? No complaints? Not like that's ever worked before. Let's just get it over with. You're right about that. Alright, let's get going then. Okay. I have a feeling this is not going to go well. I don't know if I like this. Apparently some years ago, Garen checked the access to nearly every rooftop in the city. Not counting the barracks and garages, only a few residential blocks had theirs unlocked. Coincidentally, the building opposite of Ira's was one of them. The little door creaks open on the 7th push. We hear the howling of wind as Garen peeks his head out of the opening. How is it? Can we climb outside? No, better not. The slope is all slippery. Aw, man. Can you see anything over there? Nope. The light's not even on. Let me look. He slides back down the ladder, Marina climbs next. Whoa, what a view. Pretty cool, huh? No kidding. And Ira's block looks so close. Do you think we should have taken some pebbles with us? Should be a pretty easy shot from here. Oh, I can go down and get some. Stop right there, Shabina. Don't give Pavlichenko over here any more ammo. Okay. It's just an idea. Marina rummages through her bag and pulls out a pair of binoculars. What? She just had binoculars on her? Well, someone came prepared. I sure did. Except for that book. Not sure what happened with the book. Those look so cool. Right? You can look through them when I get down. She sticks her head out once again and aims her sights at Ira's room. Do you see anything? She hops down with a disappointed face. Nope. Heh. Told ya. Here you go, Asya. Ah, thanks. I take the binoculars and make my way up the ladder. When I peer out, a gust of wind ruffles my hair. Ah, I see now. The dusty purple sky covers the whole world like a blanket. The cold, duvet-like fog is so low and endless. It feels like you could touch it if you stretched your arm out far enough. And it's nothing like the summer dome that's so beautiful, so tall and so bright. It hurts to look at. I think I much prefer this kind of sky. I reach my hand out. Hey, Vadim. Yeah? Is this the tallest roof that you can climb? Kinda. It's as high as residential buildings go. The tallest one we have here is the research complex, because it has that tower at the top. But no one's gonna let you go up there. I see. I put the pair of binoculars up to my eyes. Not sure I'm seeing much. Adjust them so it's not so blurry. Oh, okay. I tinker with the angle and the focus wheel until the block in front of me becomes more clear. Wow. It really feels like I'm staring at it up close. Technology sure is amazing. Never mind that. I need to find Ira's window. The one with the teddy. Teddy. There. Aha! There it is. Light brown with a blue little bow. Aw, it's so cute. Hi there, Teddy. Although, I don't see much beyond that. The room is pitch dark. I want to say I see something. A mess of tangled hair. Bright eyes. Sad or angry. Maybe scared. Or maybe happy because someone out there has finally seen her. Maybe she's looking out at me. Maybe she was looking out at Marina too, but Marina couldn't see her. Maybe I can. Though I have to try. I try really hard. Well, enjoying the view. I am. Nothing in the room? No. I lower the binoculars. There's nothing for me to look at there. Staring into that darkness feels wrong anyhow. I climb down the ladder, still trying to understand the human shape that sat still by the curtain. The person in that window, the one I struggled to see, the one Marina missed. The shape of Ira's mother sitting in her daughter's room. So this was all a big waste of time. Well, I wouldn't say so. Alright, your stupid theory got confirmed as stupid. Awesome. Glad I was here for it. Hey now, the evidence is inconclusive at worst. I really don't think it's true, Marina. Sorry. Z.A.T.O, Asya? Why are you so hung up on it anyways? You weren't doing anything for days and now you're suddenly playing detective? Hey, it's not like that. I just got an idea in my head, so I thought, hey, maybe I'd check. And then maybe I could help somehow. It's true, being unable to do anything can feel really awful. She's been worried all week, Vadim. Oh yeah, I bet. You know, she was out yesterday? Hanging with friends, laughing like a hyena, howling like a hyena. Yes, I know that. Why the fuck do you care? Whoa, okay. Calm down, I'm just telling you how it looked. I don't give a damn either way. Whatever. Oh, actually, you lost. Huh? The drinks. You owe us, remember? What? How the hell did I lose? Well, the last shot was mine, so that's the logic you're going with? You were also very rude. Still are. We need reparations. The only one who deserves reparations here is Shabina for getting hit with your dumb rock. And so do I for being dragged around by you two weirdos. Please, I'm not like you had anything better to do. Isn't the company of two beautiful ladies a treat in itself? Show me the beautiful ladies, then we'll talk. I was planning to go to the cinema with my boys before you called. It was a US movie, too. Damn it. Oh, right! They're showing it this week. I wanted to see that one. I remember that. Hey, let's go watch it. Huh? A movie? Like all together? Well, yeah. Then it won't feel like the day is wasted, right? I guess, but with you? Oh, I see. Asya, he's never been taking a girl to the cinema before. He's shy. Really? I've been to the cinema with girls before. I just don't want to be stuck in a room with you two. I'll catch the crazy. Better start avoiding your own house if that's what you're worried about. Boy. Well, whatever. We're gonna have a big old time without you. Or a gay old time, I didn't see that. Who needs a guy who can't stick to his word, right, Asya? What frickin' word? Your win condition makes no sense. Oh, right. I was really looking forward to the soda. Yeah, I bet you were, you freeloader. You're getting one no matter what. How's that fair? Guess not. Marina demonstratively turns around and beckons me with her hand. Come on, Asya, let's leave him to his card stash. A guy who's too cheap to buy you a measly Duchess ain't worth your time. Really, we should warn all the other girls about him. Hey, it's not about money and you know it. Ciao, Vadik. We got a date with Hollywood. Okay. Bye, Vadim. Hey. Kaplan, that's blatant provocation. Wait. Garen catches up to us. We walk together down the road to the community center. Marina and Garen keep back bickering. Sometimes they laugh, and so do I. It's not that I have any illusions regarding this. Tomorrow things will be the same they've always been. Garen will still be the same Garen. And Marina? After the Iris situation fades from our collective mind, she'll have no reason to talk to me anymore. It's only natural. I understood that the moment I'm living now, this brief glimpse into what living correctly is supposed to feel like, will soon end. So I should appreciate it for what it is. I'm not sure if actual friends are supposed to be this rude to each other, but this is good enough for me. My memory will certainly cast all the interactions of the day in a more favorable light, so we'll correct the small and pleasant parts. And what will remain is... Careful, don't spill. I'm trying. Marina passes around the package of corn puffs she smuggled in. Garen is holding onto our communal bottle of cream soda, the result of a begrudging compromise. I still would have preferred Duchess. By the way, do you know what this one's about? Oh yeah. Asya, do you? It's about some superstar lady. Judging by the poster. You got half of that, right? Marina leans in and whispers. It's about a crossdresser. Oh. Wow. Cool, right? Damn it, why are you spoiling it? That's not a spoiler. It's just a taste of what's to come. So it's like, hello, I'm your aunt? Oh, I mean, I guess we already saw a movie about that, right? There's Some Like It Hot, too. They ran it last year. Ah, you're right. Man, I wanted her to be a bit more shocked or something. Please, guys in dresses are old news. My brother watched this movie that had a totally naked chick on screen. A movie, huh? I'm serious. Like a real Hollywood film. They showed them doing it, too. Cool. That's, very brave. Don't look at me like that. You girls just don't get it. I get it. What was the film? Crap, I don't remember. The Stuntman? No, maybe not that. Ah, it's starting. The light dims, and the regular pre-movie roll of fiddle starts to play. I don't find it especially funny, but Marina's giggling by my side makes me smile. And then the film begins. Oh shit, the music. The film... What can I say? I've seen a couple foreign films before, but American ones, they're in a whole different league. So bright and shiny, like a glossy magazine. As if the fabric of that world is made from a material that's so much more refined than ours. How much of it is real, I wonder? Maybe it's a wishful projection, like a really good kind of propaganda film. No, that's not it. It's not even close to something like that. It's not flat at all. It isn't stiff. If a world this lively and colorful is truly completely artificial, then I'm certain the people who created it didn't doubt its absolute reality for a second. I realized this a long time ago. A kind of rule, an axiom. It goes like this. A fake is only truly good if its creator cannot tell it from the real thing. This must be an exquisite fake. True. Marina laughs, and so does Garen, and so do I, and so does every other person in the theater. My face hurts from the grin that refuses to go away. I keep laughing along even when I can't see the screen. All of the colors start to blur. Even the sounds. What are they saying? I don't understand. I hear everyone laughing, so I laugh along. My cheeks feel hot. There's music blaring. Is there some sort of montage happening? I don't know. It's all just noise. My cheeks. No matter how much I wipe my face, it's still wet. Even as I stare down at my knees, away from all the flashing lights, the fog in front of me won't clear. Hey. Hey, Asya. Are you okay? Marina. I hear her whispering to me. I feel her gently caressing my shoulder. For some reason, I can't respond. My vocal cords don't work. She keeps asking me quiet questions and receives no answer. She mutters something to Garen. He mumbles something back. I'm not sure if he's saying something to her or to me. Before long... So she broke down in the movie theater, huh? It's pretty sad. Before long, I find myself in the foyer, in Marina's arms. She slowly pats my hair. I don't know how long we've been sitting here. By the time I hear Garen's voice, my throat feels totally dried out. What's going on? Does she feel sick? Something like that. Shubina, hey. You alright there? Something hurt? Be quiet for a minute. My voice. I can't form a sentence. I throw a rock into a lake, but the splash makes no sound, just ripples, ripples, ripples. It's okay. It's okay. I shake my head, now more violently. Marina leans away and lets me sit up properly. Garen stands next to us, looking befuddled. Why is he here? The movie is still going. I sniffle in an attempt to catch my breath. Tissues? No, thank you. If you want something to drink... No. My surroundings come fully into view. The community center. The muddy sky outside. The thin electric light. It's been 5 days. Right now... What do you think she's doing now? Do you think she wants to go home? Do you think she misses her mom? Asya. Do you think she's crying? No, probably not. It's been too long. Even I couldn't cry for so long. After so long, I'd think that everyone I knew had just forgotten me. They'll find her. The investigation's still ongoing. So, you know. No. That's not what I mean. Even if they found Ira today... I sniff again, and before I can refuse, Marina shoves a paper napkin in my hand. I crumple it thoughtlessly. How can we do this? Do what? Everything. Watching some movie, laughing, making jokes, all the while Ira is... So what? You want us just to sit around and cry until she magically shows up? Vadim, No, I know that's impossible. Then what? What are we supposed to do? I don't know. But this makes me feel all rotten. Hey, no, Asya. Marina tries to hug me again, but I push her away. Sorry. Listen, it's not your frickin' fault. It's not ours either. If you want to beat yourself up over it, sure, go ahead. But you acting like she's dead won't help her feel less sad or whatever. Ow. What? Marina pinches Garen's hand and mouth shut up. But the thing is, I know he isn't wrong. That's just how his world operates. The reality that Garen knows, and the Ira that Garen knows. I'd believe the same thing if I were in his shoes. Sadly, that's not the world I live in. There are things I'm allowed and not allowed to do. I'm a swine that wandered out its pigsty to the grassland. It's not a world that I was ever meant to see. I can enjoy the view and thank almighty heavens for the chance to do so. But I can't call it home. I have to know my place. When a pig frolics through the field, it looks ridiculous. When a pig frolics through the field and the horse lays in a ravine with broken legs, it looks repugnant. I understand what you're saying, Vadim, but it's impossible for me to think like that. Why? I know Ira wasn't very polite to you. Or anyone, really. So I don't expect you to feel bad. I understand. But I don't know how I'm supposed to live anymore. You didn't even know her that well. That's right. He's absolutely right. Well, isn't this embarrassing? I have no argument. You've done it again, Garen. You've driven me into a corner, and now I don't know how to respond without making myself look like a fool. Feel free to laugh, you've earned it. It's a good one. Come on. Why aren't you laughing? Go back to the theater. What? You heard me. Leave us alone, okay? Alright. Whatever. He puts the soda bottle next to me and throws his jacket on. Huh? You're not finishing the film. With a mood like that? I'll pass. Oh no. I'm sorry. Forget it. He walks out into the snow. Marina and I stare out the door in silence. After a couple seconds, Marina picks up the cream soda and takes a big swig. Ah, damn it. She smacks it on the bench the same way a middle-aged man would slam an empty glass of vodka on the table. Ah, and here I thought that I was onto something. Huh? Forgive me, Asya. I'm an idiot. No, you're not. Don't say that. It's my fault. I shouldn't have dragged everyone out here. No, I shouldn't have reacted like that. I just ruined it for everyone. You didn't. I felt the same way. I know it's all stupid. I just thought, wouldn't it be great if I could change something? Or do something that really helped, you know? I knew I had no chance from the start, but I kept telling myself, hey, what if it works? It's dumb as hell. Sorry for pulling you along like that. No, please don't be. I really... Even if it turned out like this, I still had fun today. Oh, so fun's allowed now. I mean... I'm just messing with you. Marina sighs. She gets up and loosens her ponytail. You're a very forgiving person, Asya. I can't imagine living like that. Please don't get me wrong. It's a wonderful thing. I wish I could forgive myself this this easily. But I should have known better. I'm too old to play pretend. She turns to me. You want to go home? Or will you finish the film? I'll go home. Thought so. Okay, but who takes the cream soda? The day that seemed to have gone on forever finally came to a close. That's putting it lightly, or nicely. It came to a screeching halt. Not that I'm sad. I knew what it was from the start. A nice illusion. A peek at something distant and unattainable. An American film. A dream you will inevitably wake up from. But... did it really have to end that way? If only I didn't get unreasonable. Maybe then? No. The next scene stays the same, no matter when you cut that one that comes before. We could sit through the movie. We could even go to Z.A.T.O right after. We could walk around all evening and talk and have fun. But tomorrow, I'll be the same old me. Tomorrow, Garen will be the same old Garen. Tomorrow, he'll find a new reason to make fun of me. Tomorrow, I'll hear the same old jokes from my classmates. Tomorrow, I'll look at the ceiling and pray for Ira to come. She won't. Ira. She could probably throw a pebble up to the 5th floor, no problem. Well, maybe not completely without effort, but... she threw a chair. It's not as easy to do as it looks, you know. She'd totally win. And then she'd get a free drink from Marina. Oh. What would her favorite flavor be? Maybe, Baikal? I can see that. I like Baikal too. And then we'd all go to the movies. Ira's probably seen a bunch of American films already. I could imagine her going to the cinema all alone. She'd have no qualms about that. Going together would be so much fun. Today's film was hilarious. I bet she'd be laughing all the way through. I'd like to see that. I think I got some snow in my boots. Crud. It's my fault for coming up with the idea so late. Well, in all honesty, I thought of it when looking from the roof opposite to Ira's. I just got swept up in the conversation and forgot to share. Also, dragging Marina back there after she got noticed would be rather risky. It's nothing I can't handle by myself, though. I don't exactly believe Marina's theory. Even Marina herself never actually believed in it. Frankly, that kind of speculation was plain disrespectful. But even then, there was something I still wanted to do. Snow piles on fast, so the lines need to be as deep as I can make them. I dig all the way to the ground. As far as legibility goes, nothing beats black text on a pure white canvas. By the time morning comes, it won't look nearly as striking. But it should still be readable. Oh, is she gonna write her poem here? I climbed the little play ladder to check if everything's okay. Yeah. Should be good enough. Good enough for who? Ira's mother? Yeah, I'm just being tasteless. It's an offensive thing to write. Acknowledging that won't make it any better. And I'm not so principled as to erase it. I'm selfish. And I need today to end a certain way. This end makes me content. I climb down from the frozen ladder and head home. A message sprawls across the playground at Elvira's window. Switch toy if you're there. Jam signal B. You're late. Wait, Ira. Sorry. You could have waited inside, you know. I was smoking. Marina was out with friends again. Doesn't she get sick of that? She looks around, then conspicuously slips something into my pocket. I don't need to know to check what that is, or to know what that is. Next one will be in 2 weeks. So use sparingly, Kay? You think I'm popping these like candy? I don't know. You're the one with an addictive personality. She points to my cig. I can quit whenever I want. Classic line. Sure. I puff a cloud at her. Marina grumbles and frantically waves her arms around. She ends up stealing a couple of drags before I finish. Oh yeah. Is it true you threw a friggin' chair at Z.A.T.O? The heck's that about? Ugh. Can we not talk about that? No way, I want to know. What happened? Nothing. He was obnoxious. Ain't that the norm? I sigh. I hate these stupid interrogations of hers. What's there to explain? He was just irritating, end of story. Oh. Ooh, don't tell me. Did he try hitting on you? No. Gross. Yeah, my bad. They'd be gathering money for a wake if that were true. Don't make me dream. This stupid incident. It happened what, 2 weeks ago? 2.5? It feels like it's been months. Time hasn't felt right for a while, though. The pill bottle weighs heavily in my pocket. It's very strange to get a different perspective suddenly. He was just picking on this girl. What's her face? Asya. Huh? Resident doormat. She's whatever. Oh. Huh. You always stand up for her like that. Of course not. It's not my problem. Why now, then? It's got nothing to do with her. Those pricks were being extra loud. It took me off. Ah, I see. If you say so. Can she stop doing that? What's with that look? What? You people. No, really, what? You're not subtle. First that weirdo, now you. Why is everyone treating this like some big deal? What did she do? Ugh. Just today. Or yesterday, I don't know. She caught me in the toilet to apologize. What? What for? For nothing. She acted like it was all her fault. Like she's the prime reason I'm getting so much shit. Give me a break, we never even talked. Wow. Not even a thank you, but a sorry? I don't need thanks. It wasn't about her. Well, I guess it would be pretty big for someone in her situation. People like that are starved for any sort of kindness, you know? I wasn't kind at all. It's a matter of contrast, dummy. Like if something like that happened to me. I wouldn't think too much about it now, but back in middle school it would be a whole nother story. Like a huge deal. I raised an eyebrow. What's she talking about exactly? Marina smiles and shrugs. Well, no one reached out to me back when my life was all messed up. But I know that I'd cherish it a lot if someone did. I wasn't reaching out to anybody, though. That doesn't matter. If you helped, you helped. Who cares why you did it? I lean back in the chair. This is all so confusing. What she say makes sense on the surface, sure. But then that logic should apply to me as well. No matter how you look at it, it doesn't. Because then that would mean... That would mean the Marina... No, I don't get people like that. She's not a massive tool like the rest of the class, but... whatever. I don't want to talk about it. Hey, don't just change the subject like that. What? There's no more to discuss. Really? You're being kinda cagey. I sigh. I told you all there is to it. You can buzz off now. Boo. And here I thought I'd get a glimpse into your stone-cold heart. Not happening. I dig into my cake. Would it kill her to be less nosy? At least now she's the one doing the talking. Some dumb stories from school, some friend drama that I don't really care for. I'm zoning out. It's okay background noise. Is this unfair? I'm not paying any attention. She knows I'm not. Our meetings have grown rare. She must have noticed that. She's not bringing it up, though. Huh. That's so like her. Marina talks like nothing's happening. I guess that's fair. Nothing has happened, nor will ever happen. It's pointless. Everything's been pointless. The pill bottle is burning through my pocket. I don't think I can do this anymore. I listened to Marina prattle on like usual. I thought I'd tell her that I'm done right off the bat, but she has a way of dragging you into some conversation that you can't escape from. Now, at some point I could. For the longest time I could turn around and walk away no problem. So why the hell is it so hard today? Why am I so weak? No matter how much I chew, the cake doesn't taste like anything. Aw, man, I wanted to see more of that.